Hereditary is a supernatural horror film written and directed by Ari Aster as his feature film debut. Notably starring the amazing Toni Collette and Gabriel Byrne, the film was released theatrically on June 8th of 2018. The film isn't entirely, completely, and decisively perfect, but it is as close as horror films can get, in my opinion. I'll address that in a bit. First off, the performances are nothing short of stellar. Toni Collette has never acted this fucking hard, and well, at least not as far as I've seen. Her performance matched with the brilliant authenticity of her character's dialogue is nothing short of spectacular. Gabriel Byrne does a great job as a skeptical and grieving father, the children perform excellently for the most part, etc. The score, or kind of lack thereof, is well done overall. I think that deep-throated chanting makes for a proper unsettling track, and for the most part, the film doesn't bother with annoying music to try and tense you up. This is part of why I think this film is almost perfect. There is little more chilling than watching a woman float slowly into a treehouse from a distance as the world is completely silent. There are some tense violin tracks here and there, which I will say was unnecessary, but the fact that music is used rather sparingly overall is a great compliment to the product. And now the important part, the scares. Almost every scare in this film is brilliant. A child's freshly decapitated head being devoured by ants on the side of a road, a second-long shot of 3 pale nude people staring at you from out of nowhere, a woman rapidly knocking on the attic door by smashing her head against it. This is authentic horror. Most horror films rely on cheap jump scares, a ghost face suddenly appearing in the frame screaming at you very loudly while it was just completely silent, etc. That is not horror. I'm not afraid of someone jumping out from behind a wall and screaming at me. After I've realized it, I'll get over it immediately. True horror is having to stare at something without music, you don't hear cheap music in real life, as it commences unnaturally before your eyes. Cutting to different angles every 1.5 seconds and blasting screeching violins just keeps you in the mindset that it is a film. But one unmoving shot of something that shouldn't be happening as complete silence falls. For a brief moment, you have to remind yourself that it can't hurt you. A few scares in this film I have gripes with, I'll try not to spoil it, but a woman is hiding on the ceiling in the background as a boy stares at the camera. After a few seconds of this, the camera focuses on the woman, shifting the depth of field. And I think that it would have been much creepier if the camera never focused on her. If we had to struggle to see her in the background, acknowledging that she's present, but not being able to completely register and analyze it. Minor gripe, but what a difference it could have made. Overall, if you're a fan of horror and you're willing to deal with a really heavy one, I can't recommend this film enough. And I will be so bold as to say that this is definitely my second favorite horror film of all time. Cheers.